In this video, we're going to look at the applications of proportion. The first type of question we can do with proportion is to do conversion between different units. So the first question we have is 24 ounces is equal to how many pounds? As we can see, there are two different units involved. One is ounce, the other is pounds. We're going to draw a 2x2 chart. What we're going to do is say we can put the first column as our ounces, corresponding to this, and the second column the pounds, corresponding to the other unit. So first let's put the numbers in here. So we can put 24 ounces corresponds to how many pounds? It's unknown, so let's put a variable x here. And now there's another conversion we have already known. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So this will be given. Take the exam. Alright, so we're going to put these two numbers in the chart. Notice that 1 pound, 1 corresponds to a pound, so make sure you put it in the second column because that's the pound column. And 16 ounces corresponds to that 1 pound, but it's ounces, so we're going to put the ounces column, first column. So now all we need to do is to set it up as a proportion. So we could just leave it as listed like this and put equal sign. Maybe I can erase the box so you can see better. So pretty much the first column will become a ratio, or you can call it a fraction, 24 over 16. The second column will become also a fraction, which is x over 1. And we put an equal sign between them. So this whole thing is a proportion. And then we can solve this proportion by using the property of proportion. Cross products are equal. So we can multiply 24 and 1. That should be equal to the other cross product, 16 times x. Now 24 times 1 is 24. 16x, and we get rid of 16 by dividing both sides by a 16. So we get x on the right. The left hand side we can just reduce this fraction. Notice that 8 goes into both of them. So we're going to divide both the top and the bottom by 8. So that gives us 24 divided by 8, 3. 16 divided by 8, that's a 2. So we end up with 3 halves. If you want to do long division and get a decimal, which is 1.5, you can also do that, but a fraction is also acceptable. So we know 24 ounces equals 3 half pounds. And there is another way to do this problem without using proportion. So I'm going to also write down solution 2 for those of you who like solution 2. When you take the exam, you can do it either way. Pick the way you like. So solution 2, we're going to start with whatever is given. Say we are given with 24 ounces. And we put it in a fractional form. We're going to use the property of fractions to do this instead of proportion. And then we're going to multiply by another fraction. But this fraction, you will take the conversion relationship between pounds and ounces. Now, we got two sides, 1 pound and 16 ounces. One of them is going to go on the top, the other is going to go on the bottom. Because they're equal, so when you put a 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, they can be cancelled and you get 1. Because anything divided by itself, you get 1. But which one should go on the top? Which one should go on the bottom? And it's usually we determine what's on the bottom first. Because we want to do the conversion to convert ounces to pounds, which means we want to get rid of the ounces. So we can cancel this ounce if you want to cancel the ounce, you must have an ounce in the bottom so you can cancel. So that's why we're going to put ounces on the bottom, and which is the 16 ounces. So we're going to put the right hand side of 16 ounces on the bottom, and put the other one that has to go on the top. Again, what is this we're doing? 1 pound on the top, 16 ounces on the bottom. Notice they're equal. That means they're the same number. The same number divided by the same number, you're going to get 1. So these two pretty much, they look different, but they're equal. It's like multiplying this whole thing is equal to 1. Anything divided by itself equals 1. Although they look different, they are equal. So when we multiply anything by 1, it's not changing 24 ounces. But why do we multiply? Why do we want to multiply such a complicated thing? Because we can cancel ounce and ounce. We're left with the pound. That's exactly what we need. So now we're multiplying fractions, just like the rule straight across and reduce. So we reduce the ounces. We can also reduce 16 and 24 to get a 3 and 2 here, dividing both of them by 8. And now multiply straight across. The top times top. 3 times 1 is 3. Ounces is cancelled. We're left with a pound on the top. And notice the bottom, we're left with 1 times 2, which is a 2. So the answer is 3/2 pounds. And as you can see, we got exactly the same answer. But this is a different way. We're not using proportion, we're using fractions to do the conversion. All right, next question is, we can also use proportion to change a fraction to 1/16 to a percent. And remember, the definition of percent is something out of 100. So we're going to write it as x over 100. So something, what does percent mean? It means something over 100. So now we immediately get a proportion and use the property of proportion. Cross multiplies are equal. So we get a 1 times 100 equals 16x. Now we're going to divide both sides by 16 to get rid of that 16 there. And now 100 divided by 16. First, we can reduce it to make it a little smaller. Equals x. So let's see, 4 goes into both of them. So we can divide both of them by 4. Divide by 4 to get 25 over 4. And 25 over 4, let's do the division. We can see, let's do long division. 4 goes into 25 of 6 times with the remainder 1. And we can continue to add a decimal point, add another 0, and bring down that 0. Then 4 goes into 10 2 times. And we still don't have a remainder of 0, so we add another 0 to get 20. 4 goes into 25 times. So that gives us the answer 25 over 4, that is equal to 6.5. So one more step, x equals 6.25. So that tells us the percent is 6.25%. So the answer, 1/16. Let me write the answer here. 1/16 is equal to 6.25%.